Hi everybody, welcome to Entertainment Picks. I'm Andrew Canode.
And I'm Gary Kaiser.
And we're out here at the Ashland Antlers and Anglers show in beautiful Ashland, Ohio.
It is a beautiful spot.
It's a perfect weather to start thinking about hunting and fishing.
Well, spring, Andrew, has sprung, as they say.
I like that, that's good.
And it's time to start looking towards the outdoors. And this was the perfect opportunity to do that.
Absolutely. So we're here at the Ashland Fairgrounds, and we're taking a little in some of the sights and sounds that are going on here. And we happen to be at the Ohio Bird Sanctuary right now with Emily.
So what is the Ohio Bird Sanctuary, and what do you folks do to help the wildlife?
The Ohio Bird Sanctuary, we rehab native bird species that are native to Ohio.
Like this one?
Like this one. This is Monty. He is a barn owl.
Beautiful.
We also do a lot of education programs. So a lot of these birds that become ambassadors for their species because they can't be released. So we get to take them to schools and events like this to teach other people about them.
And how did you come about, let's say, the little eastern screech owl right here? How did you come about her?
The little eastern screech owl, her name is Winnie. She came when her nest and her tree fell down in a storm. So she had a couple siblings. They were able to be released and put back in the wild. But she had some head trauma, some vision issues, so she will stay with the Ohio Bird Sanctuary the rest of her life.
Now, Emily, is this an adult?
She is an adult.
Screech owl?
She is full-grown adult, and she's actually big for an eastern screech owl.
No kidding.
In the bird of prey world, the females are typically larger than the males, so she's actually a large female eastern screech owl.
And then the barn owl here.
This is Monty. Yes, he is a male.
How did we come about Monty?
He actually came from a breeding program. The barn owls, their numbers have struggled in Ohio. He's not going to sit very well. So he actually came from a breeding program, so we get to use him for education.
So what type of habitat? You know, there's not a lot of barns left. So what type of habitat does a bird like this like?
He will live anywhere where there's a nice wide open meadow. Barn owls are picky eaters in the wild, so wherever they can find a meadow bull, which lives in a meadow, is where they're going to live.
And what's the life expectancy of owls?
In the wild, he probably lived to be about 7 to 10. In captivity, he can live to be his upper teens.
This is tremendous.
They are so beautiful.
Do you specialize
animals.
in owls or?
We have all raptors
types.
as well as songbirds as well. So like your cardinals and your blue jays and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've always found that owls are just some of the most beautiful birds. I think. Just
they're gorgeous.
Their structure, they're so regal. So, it's fascinating.
No wonder people think that they're the smartest bird out there.
Well, they are. They know how many licks it takes to get the center of a lollipop.
They sure do, Andrew.
All right, we're moving on here at the Ashland County Fairgrounds for the Antlers and Anglers. Join us.
And as we move our way through the Antlers and Anglers exhibition area here at the Ashland Fairgrounds, a little friend of ours here, Tuffy the Eagle from the Ashland Eagles, Ashland University. Tough luck about the tournament, Tuffy. I guess that's why they call you Tuffy. But Tuffy's going to be here, and we're going to try some fishing here at the bass tank, and we're going to get a fisherman up here, and I'm going to try my luck. Now, I'm an old Texas rigger from way back, and I'll explain what that is for those who do not know. You don't know what Texas rig is, do you? Well, you're going to find out right now as we move over to the bass tank and try our luck there. You ready? Come on. We're with Josh Corwin from the, which team are you with?
Lucas Marine Oil, Marine Product.
Now, are you on the bass circuit, or what local circuit do you fish for in this area?
I fish the BFLs in the Buckeye Division.
Oh, okay. What's your next well, I said, what's your first tournament this year? Since this is only March, what are you looking for this year?
My first tournament's going to be on Grand Lake St. Mary's over on the western side of Ohio.
Right. All right, so what type of presentation do we have right now?
What
Here.
I have right here is a drop shot with a wacky rig.
Okay.
And it's kind of just a finesse bait, and it's one of my favorite baits to throw all time of the year.
What's the best time to start fishing for the largemouth? Water temperature's got to get, what, about 54, 55 degrees? Something like that?
Yeah, you can really fish for them all year long, but right between that 48 to 58 degrees
Right.
is when they really turn on and start biting really well.
Best time to go out, and with what rig? What would you start with in spring? Would you start with plastics?
Yeah, and in spring I like to throw a lot of plastics. I like to throw jigs, anything like that. A lipless crankbait is really good in the spring.
Josh, show us a few techniques here with the drop shot.
Alrighty.
And these bass seem to really like the bite. Now, like I was telling you before, I'm a Texas rig guy. Mm-hmm. About 30 years ago, a guy named Ron Slater, another bass fisherman, said, "Gary, you need to try this technique." And I go, "What's that?" He goes, "Texas rig." So we got out the power baits, 4-inch. We cut the tails off of them. Use a 1/0 hook, 4-pound test on a ultralight rig. Catch a 3-pound bass on 4-pound test. It's fantastic. You've done this before.
Yeah, it's actually how I started fishing. When I started fishing, I was a finesse fisher to begin, and it kind of spawned this whole thing, I guess. It's kind of one of my go-to ordeals.
Well, Josh, we appreciate you showing the fishing techniques here at the Antlers and Anglers exhibition, and you've got a show coming up at 2 o'clock. You're going to show the folks some techniques, some of these little guys down here, some of the techniques of how to catch the big ones, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to stick around. At 2 o'clock, Josh is going to be back up here in the bass tank, and he's going to show you how to do what needs to be done this spring for bass fishing. All right, we're in the exciting part of the day right now. We're cooking wildlife game with Chris Tennell. Chris, how are you? Nice to see you.
I'm well. Nice to see you.
Chris, what's your claim to fame? I mean, are you a chef, or are
Not
you
at
just
all.
you're just an expert?
I'm the Ashland County prosecutor by day, and
Okay,
you gotta eat.
we're out of here.
No, I had been cooking really since law school. When you live by yourself and
Oh,
have to
sure.
do all the
College?
studying
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
reading,
Sure.
Lot of
Sure.
ramen
yeah, you
noodles
just
and-
end up.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a lot
Figure that out.
of barbecue, a lot of
Right.
big cuts that would last all week long.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
you know, you just had a lot of time on your hands. So,
So obviously you're a hunter,
yes,
and you take great pride in being a good steward of the harvest, as they say, right?
Yes.
So what have we got right here?
this is a goose breast right here.
Goose.
That's
breast.
goose.
That's goose.
I thought goose was mainly dark meat,
It is, and it's darker than your average meat.
but that looks like steak.
Yes, the recipe is actually called flying prime rib.
Nice.
I'm game. No pun
Get it?
intended.
I get it.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
That was a segue you didn't even mean.
All right,
Yeah.
well, show us the type of meat it is, briefly how to prepare it, and how you would serve that, because it looks delicious. Smells even better.
That's a goose breast. We clean it, rinse it off, and then put it in a marinade that's mostly olive oil, Worcestershire, garlic, salt, and pepper. Now,
Dare I say that that's horseradish
Yes,
sauce?
that's a homemade horseradish sauce.
I know my geese.
See?
Right.
Yeah.
And so you'd slice it thin and preferably medium rare. So
Yep.
something along those
sure,
lines
sure.
there.
I've had goose before, and I wouldn't classify it as prime rib.
No, not at all.
What
I
do you-
didn't like goose. I would give it to friends to make
Wow.
it as
Of course.
jerky
Sure,
right,
until I
right.
found this recipe.
I'm all about the goose. We're going to do the
Let's try that.
goose
Yep.
with a little bit of horseradish.
Yep.
Okay. Andrew, get in here. A little bit of the horsey sauce.
Horsey. That's an Arby's thing. I don't think we're licensed to say that.
We are not licensed to say that. Matter of fact, I
Sorry.
didn't say that. I'm going to get a little bit
All
of.
right. I'll take one of those.
I'm going to get a little horseradish sauce. Now, your horseradish sauce is
Fork, sir.
obviously horseradish,
Horseradish, sour cream, mayonnaise.
sour cream in there.
Sour cream.
Okay.
Secret ingredient.
I guess.
A little. I'm not a big horseradish fan. Okay. Here
I
we go.
am.
If I can get it.
It's got to make my bald spot sweat. Else it's not horseradish.
All right. Here we go. It does taste like prime rib.
It does, yeah.
That's
It's weird.
bizarre.
The art of goose cooking is to make it not taste like goose.
Well, it's like
No, seriously.
That's
That's really
seriously.
the goal.
Seriously. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
grab
That's
that
very
recipe.
good. Excellent.
Where would I get a goose? Just get it running? What's the trick? Speaking with my buddy John here at Antlers Only. John has a very unique presentation gift option for the outdoorsman.
Yeah.
This even appeals to, even if you're not an outdoorsman. I mean,
Right.
nature, I guess motif is in now, you know, with the
Sure,
cabins
sure.
and stuff. Tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about what you got going here, John, for
Okay.
Antlers Only.
Okay, so what we do is we sell to you from our website a do-it-yourself antler and skull mounting kits. So a customer would go to our website and choose the type of antler mounting kit that they want. So the way it works is you order the plaque, and when it arrives, you use this skull. It slips right into the hinge like that.
And then you
And
have this
You insert
decorative-
one screw, you tighten that
Yep.
screw, and it clamps the antlers in place, and it'll hold even the largest antlers. And so, what the customers do on the website is they choose from one of 3 different camouflage patterns, or our photo backgrounds, or a high gloss black, and that determines the pattern on the back. And the plate comes attached. The Trophy Shop quality nameplate is already inserted.
John Resnick,
Yep.
Antlers Only.
Antlers only.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
Jared.
your time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Beautiful
it.
stuff. And we stepped over to the booth of the Ashland County Park District, and with me is one of the outreach coordinators, I assume, with Stephanie.
Well, we are the Ashland County Park District. We have 16 parks in the county.
Show us a little bit about what's going on here. I assume these are indigenous species in the Ashland County area.
Right,
here?
over all of Ashland County and Ohio. All of these pelts were donated to us for educational purposes like this.
Let me see how I do.
They got their first
Raccoon.
with the bow.
Right,
Skunk.
right.
Squirrel. No. Mink.
No.
Rabbit.
There you go.
All right. Bobcat, of course. Fox.
Right.
See a few.
Gray
Red fox. Right.
Gray.
All right. So what do we got here? Now we're talking.
It's a little harder.
This would be the thing.
Muskrat.
The muskrat. When you're fishing, these little suckers come
Oh,
up
yeah.
beside your boat because you get a little bit too close. Yep.
This is just a tail
Just the
of
tail.
one of ours.
Possum. See a lot of these
Right.
on the road. A lot. Weasel.
Clove.
Ferret.
Clove. Used to wear them around the necks, the women.
Okay. Oh yeah. Back in the
Mink.
day. I'm not that old. And if they need more information, obviously, AshlandCountyParks.com.
Right. That's our
Stephanie,
website.
Thank you so much.
No
for being
problem.
on our
Thank
program.
you.
And that's a lot to digest here in Ashland County with Stephanie in the Ashland County Park District. Lots going on. So it's time to get outside. And we're finally here, Walnut Grove Hunting Products, and we're with Pat. And Pat, what's going on at Walnut Grove with all of these fantastic resources for the outdoorsman?
Thank you. It's an opportunity to explain all this.
Sure.
All of our products are basically for the archery hunter, tree stand hunter, accessories for their bows, accessories for tree stands, and basically for hunting in general.
So this is generally the stuff that in the past you never think of until you get out there.
That's correct, and until you need
Brilliant.
it. Yes.
Brilliant.
My husband Phil is the manufacturer of all of these products.
And the inventor?
Yes, sir, and the inventor, and
I
holds
dare
the
say.
patents. Yes.
Okay, so you had something that caught my eye right here. What is this little device called?
This is called the Booger Tree Stand Retriever, and he named it the Booger because this little booger will pick up anything you drop from a tree stand.
So you're the marketing director,
Correct.
and you bought off on Booger.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes,
bless you. Okay, that takes some courage.
That,
All right.
that does.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. It's a 4.5 ounce tool for
Okay.
tree stand hunters. To set it, it's set like a trap. Open it up and set the teeth in the holes. This is your trigger point. Whatever the trigger bounces on will automatically cause
Engage
the
the
claws.
claws.
Correct. And if you are 20 feet, 30 feet up in a tree stand, you don't want to have to climb back down to pick something up.
Such a burden.
So this is lowered down, and the dropping action will cause it to pick it up, and you bring it right back up to your tree stand. So if you are in 20-degree weather and you drop your glove or a hat or your
Get
release,
the can of skull. I want to see that.
I know I'm trying so hard to give that up.
Get the skull.
Hey, you just lower it
'Cause I
down.
wanna, you know,
and you
you
just
can't
drop
be
it.
outside without that or your coffee.
That's correct, and your
Drive
coffee.
you nuts.
Yes.
What
I'm
else
going-
do we have, Pat?
I'm
What's
going
going
to
on?
turn it over to my husband Phil because he is the one who has all of the other wonderful tools.
We also make this 209 and number 11 muzzleloader capper.
It's a what?
Muzzleloader capper. It caps and decaps your muzzleloader. If you step over here, I'll show you how it works.
I'm coming over here.
Okay, now what you do, you'll cap your muzzleloader. Now when you shoot your muzzleloader, you'll turn your tool over, you go back in, you kind of pinch it together a little bit, and then you slip it around your dead cap, take your dead cap out.
And no one has
Nothing
thought of
like this
before.
one. Nothing like this.
Nobody thought about this.
Not this one.
The gun manufacturer, the ammo
They've got
manufacturer.
plastic ones, but they don't work. They're just a piece of junk.
Now this looks military. Were you in the military?
No. No,
That looks military
This
right
is a
there.
dog-proof coon trap, is what this is.
Well, it's definitely not
okay,
military.
now what
They don't
this
have
is
nothing-
right here is a setter to set that trap with. And what you do, you'll take this tool, instead of have to squeeze it and fight it to set it, you just take this tool and put it in this right here, push it down, lock your trap shut. Now it only takes 3 pounds to set this. Just push it down,
And then what?
set your trap, take your tool out. And what this is a dog proof. You put your bait in here, and the coon will stick his paw down to get the bait, and it'll go off and catches him.
Man.
Yeah. It's the only wristling on the market that's 100% scent proof.
Okay, so it's basically
You
it
put
is
your
a little, literally.
Yeah,
It's it feels like a high quality.
it is. It is. It took me a year and a half to find this material.
That's like a medical grade stuff.
Yeah, it's even better than that.
Really.
Yeah. But anyhow, it goes on your bow. It's the only teardrop wristling that's on the market today. You can pull this right here to adjust your wrist size. And this
Got
is
it.
the only wristling in the world that you can do this with.
And that's specifically for bow hunters
Yeah,
and bows.
And this is the only wristling in the world you can do this with. You can adjust it.
What else you got?
Another product we got here, we call this the handy hanger. If you got a climbing tree stand, when you climb up in it, the
Okay.
first thing you're looking for is someplace to hang something.
Okay.
You think about it.
Yeah.
So when your rail comes around like this, we got these handy hangers. You just flip them out, you can hang your product on it.
Let me see that.
Now this product right here is
Oh, I'm going to have you spin around this way.
this is our limb shaver for cutting shooting lanes. And what you do, you take this scabbard off, you put it in there, you got a handle.
Before you get up in the tree stand.
No, yeah, or on while you're in your tree stand.
Okay.
Then you can cut a sapling and stick in here, and you can cut limbs off anywhere from 15 to 20 feet out away from your stand.
So basically,
Just
you're
by put-
opening up a field of fire
yeah,
for
just
yourself,
by
right?
just by putting a sapling in it.
Got it. And that's it.
That's
From
it.
here, this is genius
And we
stuff.
have other products too that
They can go to the website and they can
Oh,
check
yes,
all
sir.
that out.
Yeah.
Guys, you need to go to Walnut Grove, check that out, and
all of our products are
Outfit
American
yourself.
made. All of our products are American
Even
made.
better.
On all of our products are manufactured within like the springs and stuff within a 100-mile circle of here.
Phil, Pat,
Yeah.
thanks so much.
Now here, watch
Appreciate
this.
it. He's still going on.
Watch this. Watch this.
And so there you have it from the Ashland Antlers and Anglers. Lots that are going on here and lots to see. I got off really easy this episode. I just got to sample some of the food, and Gary did all the work here.
I did, and as a matter of fact, we do have an inspection outside right now, and my capacity as the fire safety representative for Entertainment Picks, I got to go out and check it out.
Yeah.
Just real quick. It
Oh,
won't
good,
take long.
good. Thank you. Everything seems to be in order, though.
Yeah,
right?
it seems to be located near the van.
Well, we better go check on that. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back next week for another thrilling episode of Entertainment. That's what they told me to say. That's what the cue card says. Thrilling. So lots that are going on. So get out and check out all the things that are going on in your neighborhood. Go to our website, entertainmentpicks.com. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You've heard enough from us. We'll see you next time.
I smell smoke.